Hey everybody, welcome back to me doing old CSS Battle, CSSBattle.dev, daily targets. Today we've got August 3rd, 4th, and 5th of 2023. We've got a word balloon, minus a character speaking or any words inside it. And then we've got what looks like the old Mac OS face logo, but it could just be a face, sort of face and kind of yin yang kind of a symbol. And then is that a donut or a grommet or a, I don't know, something. Let's get this done. Let's check it out. I think this guy is white in the middle. And we have a background that's a specific color. And if we can line this up perfectly, at least the oval part, with this element, and then put a border radius on it, we might have that shape. Otherwise, it would be a radial gradient that maybe would adhere to the body. But this is going to be a first step. We'll check it out. Let's see if we can do that. I don't remember how I did this one initially. I deleted it. Deleted my solution that was in place. Okay, that's pretty good. It's not 200, that would be too tall. It's like 170 or something. No, 160, 50, 150. And then that white is just 3 characters. FFF. Okay, border radius is what? If we do 50%, will it work? Yes, we love it. We love that so much. That's terrific. All right. Now, what's that tail? What is that tail? I think that we could do 2 linear gradients on the background and then have that going up. Let's see what we can do around that. All right. So what? Background is it's a conic gradient. And we're gonna say okay, so we always start at the top and then we go around clockwise. Those are other percentages. So let's instead of doing that explicitly, let's do what are we gonna do? We're gonna do probably 30 degrees of white, and then blue, and then 0, and then 330 degrees if it's symmetrical, and then white again. Now we can do that in a more efficient way, but that's what that kind of is looking at. Now, you'll note that that's in the wrong place. I know that. So we need to do a center. We need to change the center of that. Now, the other thing we can do is we can do a position of 0, 50 VH. Okay. And then that's where that starts. 4, 3, something like that. There's your trick. There's a trick. Okay, and oh, see that edge? That edge is a little bit sad. If that height is 30 VH, what if it's 40? And then, so that's for that background position. So let's try that 30 again. I think that means that we need to give it a height. That height we're going to say, 100% wide and then 50% tall. Yeah, and then everything goes skiwampus, doesn't it? So we were at 30 and we were a little happier. So let's see if we can get closer and then see no repeat. What we got going? All right. It looks like we've messed everything up, but have we? Oh, maybe. 4, 5, no. There it is. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm looking at. 60, how about 58, 57, 56, 5, and then now let's change those angles. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, and then that makes that 23. And is that 100%? I don't know. I hope it is. I would like it to be 100% match. Is it? That is a 100% match, and we're not going to mess around with anything besides that. Repeat will be on the x-axis, slightly shorter, rather than anything else. We minify and unit replace, and we are done, and we get out. And I'm happy with that. Very happy with that. Nice shapes. You could do that with another element. You could do that with clip path. You could do many different ways to do that one. That's kind of a fun way to do it. Oh, I got some extra extraneous spaces that I will resubmit. And yes, I've gotten a better score than I've ever gotten before. This is one I've done before. It is seemingly deceptively simple in a lot of ways, but also gets at some of the interesting stuff you can do. I think I gotta remove one more comma, can't I? Yeah, one more comma. And there's probably other optimizations that you might know about, but I don't know. But that's good enough. I'm very happy with that. Next, let's do these faces. So the easy things are the eyes. The hard things are the shapes. So we've got, let's put it all on the body, and we've got a radial gradient that is yellow, transparent, and purple. And that is coming from at 100%, 50%. And that's a circle. Okay, see what I'm getting at there? Interesting. And let's do 50, 100 pixels. 0. Okay, so if I make it bigger, can I get at what that shape is? Maybe. And I don't think we need this guy, and that's fine. So we need to move that over more, don't we? So I'm going to do 125%. Well, that looks pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, close. That's fun. That's an almost, isn't it? It's just a not quite. What if I made this not a circle? Yeah, we get that's not right. Okay. I think what that means is we can't do this. And let's put purple in the background and see if we're close. Oh, what am I doing? That's not big enough at all. Okay, let's undo that. Where are we at? I need to be bigger to begin with. So I'm not where I wanted to be. I thought I was where I wanted to be, and I wasn't. So shame on me. 300, 10, 20, and that's still a little bit wrong, isn't it? How about 150? No, that curve is too subtle. Circle at 140. Let's go backwards to 200, 300. Okay, so that's not. Oh, we don't care about that. Let's stop. Let's just focus on the yellow that we need to do. 210, 20, 30, 40, 300, 28, 275, 250. And then let's move that over, huh? 3, 4. Now I wonder if the numbers I'm choosing here are 2, 3, 4, 5. When I'm playing with these numbers, try to get a curve that fit, and that fits perfectly. So that's cool. Not what I was trying to get, but I've accidentally stumbled on the curve of the nose. So I'm going to take that curve of the nose. So this is transparent. 300. I think I've got that right. Okay, so that's part one. I think that's a good fit. But underneath it, we still have the problem of the yellow circle. Now, could we do something odd, like make an element that's a curve? That might be faster. Would it be better? Maybe. No, I suspect not. Okay, so let's do another radial gradient. Radial gradient. Circle at 300 pixels, 50%. And then we're going to do yellow to transparent. And then we need, let's do black underneath that. So, okay, so we've got this guy. Well, that's too big. One. Interesting. So 140. And we need to move that over more. 3, 4. And that radius needs to be bigger. 200. And then 10, 20. So that curve is not big enough. So the radius of that circle is not big enough. So let's do 250. And then move over. Is 240 more right? 250, 260. That could be right. So let's move that over less. So 48. That's also not big enough. Let's do 270. And then move over again. And 275. And move over again. And 285. 500, and then 290, and another bit, and then 295, and another 5 pixels, and then 300, okay, and then another 5 pixels, and that might be it. A lot of work. I think that that's a match. So now we need a linear gradient, and not black. Linear gradient, pow, and we want yellow on top, and purple on the bottom, and 50%, 0, and that's not tall enough. How about 60%? How about 55%? 56, 57, 58? Nah, those are not good numbers. How about 120 pixels, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 pixels. Okay, cool. And then we need some eyeballs. We could be cute and do that with 2 elements. Is that cute? We need 2 more radial gradients, and that's a lot of code. Let's be cute. Why not? So we're gonna need margins. 0, rather 20, 20, and then display flex. Oh, and that margin is here, and this is for the paragraph tag that we need. Oh, now here we need display flex, and the second one has a color that's different. The second one will be purple, and the first one will have a background color, background of var C or which is the yellow. Landscape, I don't know where that came from. Width 40, height 40, and we can't see either yet. Let's give the second one, no, that's fine. Okay, so we want display flex. Let's use our margins to get ourselves in place. 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 5, 6, maybe 49. And let's make these bigger. Are they 50? Are they 60? Yeah, they're 60, I think. 60 seems to be a match. And then let's add a gap, 50 pixels, 70, 80, 90. We're moving that block over. 100, well, not 1,000, 20, 200, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, 6. And then we need a border radius. And again, we're using the diff mode to see. I hope that's 100%, because that's a lot of work for that. Could be right, might be right. That is 100% match, and we'll take it. Minify, close it out, unit replace. Good enough. Good enough. That's a third. Second one. All right, so that's good. I don't think that's matches my best scores. Yeah, the best ones that I've done is a little bit better. That's pretty good though. Anyway, that's very enjoyable. Very, very, very enjoyable. There might be different modifiers we could use there. All right, next. Okay, a tricky one, eh? Yes, I think a tricky one. All right, here's what I want to do. The hard part is these little flecks. So we got to do the flecks first. Flecks of red. So we're gonna make them their background. No, we're gonna make them, here's the background. And then we're gonna have the body have this background. And then we want to turn that element into a very precisely constrained thing. 2, 3, 4, okay. And then 110, 140, 50, 60, 70, 80, 200, oh no, not 200, 190, okay. And then down to 60, 70, and then that height is some small number like 40 or 30, and then he's got a radial gradient. Yeah, radial border radius. It's a little late. Let's see, 15 pixels. Okay, so that's one. We got one thing. So now let's do a box shadow that's 0, 0 on the x-axis, and then 100 pixels on the y-axis to start, and then has a color. 110, 20, 30, and that's 1. Okay, so if I then do display absolute, I still get the same thing. No, position absolute. Ha 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 ha. Wrong. absolute. That ruins the whole thing, doesn't it? Because now I'm not using the margins to get at him, but I know that he's at, what, 70 and 190, so what, left, 190, top 70, position, and I guess I need a width, or a height, I need a width of 20, and then I've got him again. Okay, let's kill these margins, and then let's put a margin of 0 on this just for sanity. Yeah, okay, so now we've got that. So, do we need 3 more? B, C, and D. Huey, Dewey, Louie. Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Okay, so B. If I do for attribute B, if I transform by rotating 45 degrees, oh, and my markup has to be good for that to work, and it's not good right now. So that's that one. And then translate minus 40 pixels, comma, minus 40 pixels. And then 40. All right, so we got to move those around in 2D space using translate. We could use margins here, but I think this is going to be easier to deal with. And then the other thing is that sometimes it's easier to do the translate first, and then the rotate. So does this work better if I do that? 5, okay. 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, and then less, so 30, okay, 35, no, 40, 35, 34, 33, 32. Is that getting better or worse? I can't tell, because I'm not paying attention. How about 20? 20 is, ooh, that's good. So we're just guessing, just spitballing. 5, 46, 21, 22, 19, 19. That's one. Now we just need to do that 2 more times. Ha ha ha, just painful. So C is what, 90 degrees? Is that right? Well, let's do minus 45 degrees instead first. And then see if the negative values of these. Okay, so that's a little closer. 3, 4, okay. Ho ho, the opposite worked pretty well. I like that. That's great. All right, and then for D, I don't know if I'm doing these in the order that I wanted to, but I don't care. That worked. All right, so then this one is 90. And then these numbers need to be what, 0, 20 pixels, 40, 50, 60, 70, 65, and then down 5, 6, 60, 5, there it is. And so now we've done the hard part. That's great. Love when the hard part is not too hard. I do think I want to optimize these. I want to do a transform translate of var dash x or 0, comma var dash y or 0, and then var then we need our rotate of dash a for angle or 0, and then dash x is that, dash y is that, dash a is 45, and then we do that again. Now is it working? Uh-oh. Did I break it? Oh, because I gotta do the var. You gotta get the syntax right. There it is. Okay, so here's our dash x up to minus 46, like so. Y. And then that angle is here. All right, so that's the summation of that. Now on the body, we need a radial gradient, which is red, or whatever this pop pink color is, then yellow, and then red. Very satisfying, this one. Nice to be able to do this quickly. Very enjoyable. All right, so what are the numbers? Let's try for like 8%, 9%. Is that too big? Too small. 10, 11, 12, and then 20, how about 30%? And 0, that's too small. 40, that's it. I hope that's 100%. I would like it to be. Is it? I don't know. That's 100%. We'll take it. Minify, unit replace, not a lot of change there. Submit, and we're done. Thanks so much for watching along. That was fun. That was a new high score. Sometimes when I do these, I will show off the prior ways that I solved this. Let's load this code, because that'll be fun. Oh boy, look at that. Look at all that. So that was lots of divs and absolutely positioning. Oh, and using margins, tops, lefts. Definitely a more elegant solution today. Very enjoyable though to do what, August 3rd, 4th, and 5th from 2023. Super fun. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.